Hey everyone, today we'll be taking a look at this. Right here is the DAREU EM908 Gaming Mouse. For this $20, you're getting a mouse with RGB lights and a DPI sensor of 6000, which is quite good, all delivered to your doorstep. So let's jump right in with this review. So starting off with the specifications, it's a PMW 3325 sensor that has a 100 to 6000 DPI setting, 60 IPS tracking speed with 6 programmable buttons, up to 1000Hz polling rate with a weight of 87.06 grams. For the size, if you are curious, it's 122.36 by 66 by 39.83 mm. So for those who are wondering whether it will fit your hand, these are the dimensions. For RGB control, you can only control it via software. And to adjust the DPI setting, you can do it through the button on the top part of the mouse next to the scroll wheel. Red is 800 DPI, green is 1200, dark blue is 2400, yellow is 3200, light blue is 4800, and pink is 6000, or purple. For RGB software, I will link it in the description down below to download it. Do note you need 7-zip to unzip the file. Though this is not as feature rich compared to some other brands out there such as Logitech in terms of lighting functions, but you do get just the basic functionality and some basic RGB lighting modes they can use that makes this thing work. For usability, I'll be comparing it to my Logitech G403 that I've been using for more than 2 years at this point. However, after personally using this mouse over here, there's nothing really wrong with the DAREU mouse. I've used it for quite a while and it's quite fine. The only downside is that my hands are a bit big, so the mouse doesn't really fit that well in my hand, hence I'm switching back to the Logitech G403 after this review. Another thing is also, I do like the heavier weight of the G403. I know it's a bit weird maybe for some people, but I do prefer heavier mouses. The lighting on both mouses are quite fine. I find that it's quite comparable compared to my Logitech mouse. The tracking DPI on my Logitech mouse is 12,000, 2 times compared to the DAREU mouse. However, you're also paying 2 times more for the Logitech mouse compared to the DAREU one. So I guess you get what you pay. The overall build quality I find is great. The buttons feel firm, don't feel cheap. There's very little side to side play on the buttons. And it's, well, quite good I would say, even though the entire thing is made out of plastic. But you can't really make a mouse out of metal, can you? The shape of the mouse is alright for me to grip on. I feel that people with smaller hands have no issue gripping onto the mouse, just that my bigger hands don't really fit this mouse really good. But the great thing is on the Lazada listing there's 15-day return, so you can always use that. So competition wise for this mouse, for $20 there isn't really much competition out there. All the other competitions are selling mouses below 6000 DPI, so the tracking speed won't be that high. Also, other mouses come from China and will take a very long time to ship, at least 1 to 2 weeks. So generally I'll say competition wise it's quite safe there. There's not much that I can say I don't really like about the mouse. The only thing is that maybe I hope for different size variants, like maybe one bigger one so that people with bigger hands can use it. And another thing is just the addition of a braided cable. The cable now is not braided, but other than that it's fine, it's gold plated or so it's great. The thing that I do like about the mouse is the Velcro strap that's included, so you can tie back the excess cable without having to use something like a zip tie to tie them, which often gets messy and requires the user to use a cable cutter and a whole bunch of other stuff. And the features I guess is great, quite basic, all that you need. This mouse is actually quite good. It has decent build quality, and for competition wise it has very little competition. Most of the stuff you can find on Lazada is either worse than the product or just costs more for the same specifications. So with that, we've come to the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment down below, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.